Sean lied big time to Destiny last night on Love After Lockup. Guys, Love After Lockup was on last night and it was so good. And in a couple of seconds, I'll get into everything that went down on last night's episode. But first, we have to talk about Sean and Destiny right there. They are the couple that we didn't even know on last week's episode if Destiny was real. We'll come to find out Destiny is very real. And now we found out on last night's episode that it wasn't Destiny that was lying, it was actually Sean. Now, Sean did say on last week's episode that he kind of has some white lies, nothing very big, stuff that Destiny would understand, that he told Destiny, but he just never really told her the truth, but he was saying they were just small little lies. Well, last night, Sean finally got to meet Destiny's mom and sister, like immediately after she got out of prison, and then Destiny's mom asked Sean, so how old are you and how many kids do you have? And he said, I'm 45 and I have 6 kids. But you could see he was kind of stuttering, he was kind of nervous, and FYI, Destiny wasn't there. She was out with her sister at the moment. She was in the bathroom with her sister, so it was just Destiny's mom and Sean talking, but you could see he was still kind of timid and he was still kind of saying it really awkward and really slow. Then a few seconds later, Destiny came back to the table, and Destiny's mom, who FYI again is kind of a loudmouth, she just told Destiny, hey, do you know that your boyfriend Sean is 45 years old? And boom, all of a sudden Destiny goes, you told me you were 32 or 33 or something, but definitely in their 30s and not 45. And Sean denies it. He goes, no, I didn't. I don't think I said that. And he was totally lying and denied it. Then a second later, Destiny's mom said, by the way, do you know how many kids the guy has? And she said, I thought he has 2. And no, he has 6. So all this time we thought Sean is the innocent guy. He is just the good guy that's giving Destiny money. He's honest, he's real. But now we're starting to find out that Destiny, she's kind of odd, a little bit out there, but she seems to be telling the truth, and Sean has been lying this entire time. I mean, we're not talking about little white lies like the guy's shoe size or if he likes Taco Bell or McDonald's. We're talking about serious stuff like his age and how many kids he has. If you are an adult male with kids, you can't lie about much other bigger stuff than that. I mean, how many kids you have is about as big as it gets. Now maybe this is just me and I'm thinking different, but so put in the comments below what you guys think. But I feel like lying about your kids and lying about your age are probably 2 of the biggest things you can lie about if you're an adult male with kids. And not only that, imagine watching this if you are his kids. I mean, that is horrible. If I was his kid, I would be furious. Because the guy should be proud of his kids, that he has 6 kids. Yes, that is quite a lot of kids, but he should still be proud and happy and not lying about how many he has. That is just my thought though, so put in the comments below what you guys think. And like I said earlier, Sean never did specify what exactly he was lying about until the lies came out. So maybe he's lying about more stuff with her, maybe he's lying about his work, maybe he's lying about his past. We will have to wait and see, but he definitely did lie about his kids and his age. Okay, now let's go back to some more juicy stuff that happened on last night's episode. We gotta talk about Lindsay and Scott, and oh my god, it was unbelievable, you guys. Now, if you don't remember, Lindsay and Scott also have never met, but we finally thought, last night they were going to actually meet because Lindsay was flying from this prison, then over to Atlanta, then to over here to go to her halfway house, but she never got off the plane. And keep in mind, Scott didn't just show up to pick her up, he showed up to pick her up with a Hummer limo, a cake, and 2 steaks. And the worst part of it all really was that her daughter and her mom were waiting to see her, and clearly because she wasn't there, they did not get to see her, and the daughter sounded super disappointed, which breaks my heart. So we don't know what happened with Lindsay, if she bailed on him, or if the prison just kept her for a couple more days. We don't know, but I did see in the preview for the next episode, of course, we didn't get to see last night, but in the next episode, we do get to see Scott talking to the prison, trying to kind of piece everything together on what went down. And we also did finally get to see Lindsay out of prison, and it kind of looked like she was actually in Scott's house. I cannot say 100% yes or no if it was Scott's house, but it was Lindsay. She definitely wasn't in a prison. She was in a house, and she even did say that this was not going at all how she hoped it was going to. I don't know if she was late or if she missed her flight, but maybe it was something minor, and she does finally get to, leave and go to Scott's place, and maybe things don't go as well as she hoped. Scott seems like a nice guy. He definitely seems bizarre. He definitely seems out there. And the stuff with his lip, so many of you guys have asked me, did he get fillers or was he born with it? Does he have something wrong with his lip? And honestly, you guys, I have no idea. If you look really close at his lip, it looks like he got a horrible filler done. That's what I think, and that is what I'm going to go with. But if he was born with it, like he had a cleft lip or something, then I feel bad. I'm not trying to make fun of the guy. I'm just saying it does kind of look like, and he seems like the kind of guy that would get fillers because he wants to look all young. I wouldn't even be shocked if he got Botox because Lindsay is so much younger than him, and I could totally see him trying to keep up with her, but that is just my thoughts. I 100% have no idea. Then we saw Jessica and Maurice, and this is actually kind of bad. Maurice, he got arrested initially in LA, so his parole office is in LA, but Jessica lives in Vegas, so obviously they want to get his stuff moved over to Vegas, and he went to go meet with his parole officer, and they said no. I think it was more like a maybe than a no, but it was still like a maybe because we have to do all this paperwork, and it can take up to like 60 days to even have it happen, if it ever will happen. That is a bummer. I don't know where Maurice is planning on living. I don't know what he's going to do if he has to get a job. I don't know what is going to happen. I think LA and Vegas is only like a 3-hour drive, I think. So it's not the end of the world, but like I said, Jessica, her family and her house and her work is in Vegas. And if Maurice has to stay there for like 60 days, maybe even more, I don't know what the guy's gonna do. So Maurice, I do feel bad for him. Hopefully he can get transferred sooner than later over to Vegas and be happy with his wife. Then we saw Tyrese and we still haven't seen Shonda. Shonda is the significantly younger woman that is dating Tyrese. Tyrese, he seems hilarious. He finally broke the news to his kids who are the exact same age as Shonda that he is dating someone that is in prison and that is their same age. Now they kind of knew that she was in prison, but they did not know her age. And of course, the kids flipped out, which I understand. The kids were just saying, hey, what if she's using you? What if she's scamming you? And Tyrese got really offended because he was like, you are insulting my intelligence. I would know if I was gonna get scammed or if I am getting scammed, I would know. So he was very offended. Then he went and bought Shonda some more clothes, adult style clothing, which I'm not gonna get into because it was just really awkward and weird, but he's confident. He is excited to see her. I don't know how this is going to go down when she finally gets out of prison, but I am very excited. And then there were John and Christiana, and surprisingly, if you don't remember, on last week's episode, John, he got down on one knee, he asked Christiana, will you marry me? And of course, she said yeah, which that basically means no. Getting engaged to someone, that just means nothing. It doesn't mean yes, doesn't mean no, it just means nothing. Because they're not actually getting married right then and there when you get engaged. However, this time, John actually wanted to immediately get engaged, then immediately after, go and get married. So I think that threw Christiana for a complete loop because she said yes to the proposal, but like I said, that means yes, no, maybe so. It doesn't really mean anything. But then when he said, hey, now we're gonna go actually get married, it threw her off. But surprisingly, she actually married him. I don't know if they signed any legal paperwork or how that works, but she did go ahead and actually marry him. Crazy. I think these people, both of them, John and Christiana, I love that they just go and do their own thing. They live life at the beat of their own drum. I love that, but I think they are both idiots. I'm just gonna use that word because John has been married several different times in the past. Christiana, she's in and out of prison. Come on, you guys, this is obviously not a good idea, so what are they thinking? And the worst thing was, Christiana needed to get to her halfway house in like a very specific amount of time, and she got there late, like an hour late, which means that could possibly, put her back in prison. I don't know what the odds are that she has to go back to prison, but she walked in her halfway house an hour late, and she was nervous. Then, of course, the episode ended. And yes, we also got to see Chevelle and Quaylon, and you know what, guys? When I first saw these two, I said, the chances of them working because Chevelle has a daughter and he's just getting out of prison and Chevelle clearly wants to jump into a very serious relationship, I didn't think it was going to work. But after finally getting to see Quaylon on last night, I'm starting to kind of have second thoughts. The guy seems to be more straight up and just more real and honest than I thought. Now, of course, keep in mind, he did totally kind of lie to Chevelle, which I'll talk about in a couple of seconds, but he does seem mature. He seems like he wants to move on with his life. He seems real, and he does seem to actually love Chevelle, which is all very good for their relationship. The little bitty problem is, though, that Quaylon's mom also came. She lives in Texas, I want to say, and Chevelle, I think, lives in like Oklahoma, maybe, I believe. Either way, it's two totally different states, and Chevelle was under the impression that Quaylon was going to go move in with her, and his mom thought he was going to move in with her, and they've kind of had this issue, but Chevelle hasn't brought it up yet, and she didn't bring it up on last night's episode because he just got out of prison, and they were all happy, and they were smiling, so I don't think she wants to drop that huge question on him yet, but he never told Chevelle that he might move in with his mom in Texas, so he didn't really lie, but he kind of was beating around the bush in the past, it sounds like, so that is kind of somewhat of a red flag. Maybe not a red flag, but you know, it's an orangish, reddish flag. It's not good. And if he does move in with his mom, I think their relationship kind of just fizzles out, because why would she want to have a long distance relationship with someone who is in prison? Then he gets out of prison, and now it's like, now you're gonna have another long distance relationship? And that was it from last night's episode of Love After Lockup. We are waiting on one other couple. I'm blanking on their name, but they are a good looking, attractive couple. They seem to be a legitimate couple, not like, you know, like Scott and Lindsay. So I'm excited to see them, but we are still waiting on them. We have not yet to see them, but that is it. It was a great episode. My only complaint from last night's episode, and really honestly all of the episodes of Love After Lockup, is that they're only an hour long. This show needs to be at minimum 2 hours long. We have like, what, like 7 or 8 couples? We gotta be longer. It's way too short, but I'm telling you guys, what an awesome show. So Love After Lockup, and I have some questions for you guys that I want you guys to put in the comments below. Number one, what do you guys think happens with Lindsay? Do you think she missed her flight? Do you think the prison kind of held her back? What do you guys think happened? And the other option too is she could have always just completely 100% bailed on Scott. And also, I'm curious what you guys think about Sean's little lies. They aren't really white lies like he was saying. Like I was saying earlier, a white lie is like lying about your shoe size or your shirt size. Like, hey, you know, I wear a medium, but really I wear a small. That is a white lie. A real lie is like lying about your age or how many kids you have. That is a real big lie, and that is not cool in my book. But put in the comments below what you guys think. Well, thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, comment below, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for many more videos.